What if I told you that somewhere in the world there exists a real book filled with drawings, diagrams, stars, plants, and symbols, but no human being has ever proven they can read it? Not scholars, not linguists, not historians, not even modern computers. This is the true story of the Voynich Manuscript, and it is one of the most haunting lost pages of history. The story begins in silence, not in a royal palace, not on a battlefield, but inside an old book. A small, fragile manuscript written on animal skin, filled with hundreds of pages of strange writing, a language that does not exist anywhere else in the world. No alphabet matches it. No grammar fits it. No known culture claims it. And yet, this book is real. You can walk into the Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library today and see it with your own eyes. The mystery is not whether the book exists. The mystery is what it means. The world first learned about this strange book in the early 20th century, when a book dealer named Wilfred Voynich purchased it from a hidden collection in Europe. When he opened it, he realized immediately that this was not an ordinary manuscript. The text flowed smoothly across every page. It followed rules. It repeated patterns. It looked like a real language, but no one could recognize a single word. The illustrations made the mystery even deeper. Strange plants that do not exist on Earth. Circular diagrams filled with stars and symbols. Women bathing in green liquid inside strange pipes and pools. Complex wheels that look like astronomical or mechanical systems. It felt like science. It felt like medicine. It felt like astronomy. But at the same time, it felt like something completely unknown. At first, many believed the book might be a clever hoax, a medieval joke, a trick created to fool rich collectors. But the pages were tested. The ink was studied. The animal skin was analyzed, and the results shocked everyone. The manuscript was created in the early 15th century, more than 600 years ago, long before modern forgeries were possible. This book was real, and it was old. Soon, the greatest minds in cryptography became interested. Codebreakers who had broken military ciphers, experts who had decoded secret wartime messages. They all tried. They all failed. Every attempt collapsed. The structure of the writing behaved like a real language, but it did not match any known one. Not Latin, not Arabic, not Hebrew, not Asian scripts, not invented alphabets, nothing. Even during the Second World War, professional codebreakers examined the manuscript. Men and women trained to defeat the most advanced encryption systems on Earth. They could not unlock a single sentence. Not one. It was as if the book existed just beyond the reach of human understanding. So historians began to ask a dangerous question. What if this book is not encrypted at all? What if it is written in a language that no longer exists? A language from a forgotten culture, a vanished scientific tradition, a school of knowledge that disappeared before history could record it. The drawings of plants suggest medical knowledge, but the plants do not match any known species. The star charts resemble astrology and astronomy, but their structure does not match known medieval systems. The bathing figures suggest healing practices, but no known medical school describes such rituals. Everything in the manuscript feels familiar and completely alien at the same time. Some researchers believe the book could be a secret scientific handbook, a private notebook of a scholar who feared persecution, a way to hide dangerous ideas behind an unreadable script. Because in medieval Europe, new knowledge could be deadly. Unapproved science could lead to prison, to exile, or worse. Others believe the manuscript may come from a hidden intellectual community, a small circle of researchers working outside official universities, people who develop their own language, their own symbols, their own way of recording information, a lost network of thinkers erased by war, politics, or disease. But then another theory emerged, a theory far more uncomfortable. What if the manuscript is not meaningful at all? What if it is meaningless text that only looks like language? A perfect illusion of structure, a beautiful fake. But again, the statistics do not support that idea. The patterns behave too naturally, too efficiently, too consistently, like real human communication. One of the most disturbing possibilities is this. We may be looking at a system of knowledge that our modern categories cannot recognize. We expect science to look like equations. We expect medicine to look like anatomy. We expect astronomy to look like charts and measurements. But what if another culture organized knowledge differently? What if symbols, images, and ritual were part of the same intellectual system? What if the manuscript is not broken, but our expectations are? The author of the book is unknown, no signature, no location, no recorded owner from the time it was created. Only centuries later does it appear quietly in European collections, like a ghost, passing through hands, never speaking. Modern artificial intelligence has also been used to study the text. Pattern recognition, language modeling, structural analysis, and yet, even machines fail to provide a clear solution. They can detect rhythm, they can detect repetition, they can detect structure, but they cannot extract meaning. And that may be the most terrifying detail of all, because this is not a damaged text. It is complete. The pages are carefully written. The illustrations are deliberate. The work is precise. Someone spent years creating this book. Someone believed it was important. Someone believed it was worth preserving, and today, we cannot understand even one page. Imagine what may be locked inside it: lost medical treatments, unknown theories about the sky, forgotten models of nature, ideas that never survived beyond these pages, knowledge that died with the people who created it. History usually loses information because buildings burn, libraries collapse, empires fall. But sometimes, history loses information in a far quieter way. The words survive. The book survives. The ink survives, but the meaning does not. The Voynich Manuscript forces us to confront a painful truth. Human knowledge is not only fragile, it is temporary. If a culture disappears, its language can disappear with it, and when the language is gone, the ideas are buried forever. Today, the manuscript rests safely behind glass, preserved, protected, admired, but still silent, still closed, still unread. We do not know who wrote it. We do not know why it was created. We do not know what problem it was meant to solve. We only know this: a complete book from the past has survived without its voice. And that is why the Voynich Manuscript belongs to lost pages of history, because sometimes the past does not hide its secrets in ruins. Sometimes it hides them in plain sight.